I've taken the Jag around the block a couple of times now, but I thought it was a good time for an actual drive, particularly since the Peterson Auto Museum was having a British car cruise-in this weekend. I spent the past few days buttoning up some of the bigger issues. I gave it an alignment using the string method. This is pretty straightforward. You just get two pieces of string attached to something like jack stands and adjust them so that they are parallel and equidistant from the frame of the car. Then you can adjust the toe-in to spec. I double-checked the rear and it was good, and I adjusted the front to about half a degree, which seemed like a pretty good place to be. I also cleaned off all this old rust and paint and gave this area a coat of black epoxy primer, same for the rear wheel wells, which also got some underbody coating. I did get an Arduino running to send the CAN signals to get the car to switch between park and drive and to open and close the battery contactors. I don't love this solution, especially with it just dangling here like this, but it works for now. I'll do a video on this later when I get it reading signals too and displaying pertinent info like speed and state of charge. The drive was good, no issues, no loud noises. I made it to the Peterson Museum without issue. I arrived to a greeter who was less than enthusiastic to see my car than I was expecting. He sent me to the top floor away from the main cruise-in area. That's cool. There's 15 Mini Coopers here, but we'll stick the one Mark V that happens to be an EV conversion up in the nosebleeds. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not salty at all. Peterson. There were some really great cars here. Lots of old British steel, some newer British fiberglass. There was even another EV conversion. Jay Leno showed up in his 1929 Bentley 6-speed. There was a Bentley Mark VI, the car that my Jag is basically a copy of. There were also a decent number of people who found my car, and all of them seemed to really enjoy it. Lots of people who had seen the YouTube videos, some who hadn't, and some people who I had met at other cruise-ins with my Honda. The drive home was also smooth, and I even got into the throttle just for a little bit. The Jag was great. It's still making lots of weird sounds, but most of them are due to the lack of door seals. Also, there's a big hole through my back seat and into the trunk and then through the floor. A few things did become clear, like I need a rear view mirror. I realized this last time, but the rear window is so small that I really should figure out a way to get a rear view camera in here. Maybe I can find a rear view mirror with a screen that has a similar style to the old one. I also need side mirrors. This car didn't come with side mirrors, at least it didn't when I bought it. I've seen some Mark Vs with mirrors on the fender and some without. Maybe it was an option. In any case, you can't see jack squat out of the side of this car without sticking your whole head out the window, so I'll need some mirrors. It could also use turn signals and probably real brake lights, though to be fair, these lights are about 100 times brighter than the stock brake lights. I'll need to add some high mount brake lights behind the rear glass. Also, air conditioning would be nice. I haven't yet put the Dynaliner on the roof to keep the heat from radiating in, but it could probably still use AC. All in all, it was a great Sunday drive through Beverly Hills. This car is turning out to be pretty awesome.